All right, good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, November 16th. We're here live for our Microsoft Flight Simulator NeoFly Career Mode, episode number 59. And we're going to be going from Evansville Regional over in Evansville, Indiana. And we're going to be, excuse me. Yeah, we're going to be flying over to Music City Executive over in, what is this airport? This is Gallatin, Tennessee. So we're going to get this thing going here. We're going to pull up our flight thing because we noticed that we're going to be departing from runway number 18 and we're going to be coming into runway number 17. So it had our flight plan wrong. So we're going to get this thing going. So once again, guys, do appreciate you tuning in. Hope everyone's going to have a great weekend. And we just have a VFR flight this time. We did do a sound check this time, so we do have volume all across, both on the computer and the mic. And we're going to get this thing going. So appreciate the love and support that I've seen on the channel. We're gonna hit fly, have NeoFly take over for a second, and then we'll get ready for liftoff.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
Transporter from dispatch. It is passenger mission waiting for you. The boarding will start as soon as you are at the boarding parking. The passengers are ready to board. I hope you have plenty of room. It looks like they have gone crazy at the duty-free shop.
Sierra ready at runway 18 South departure.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra wind 054 at 4. Departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 18.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Head count complete. Everyone is accounted for. Time to take off.
All right, we are in the Cessna Citation CJ4.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
We're gonna go ahead while the weather's up. We're gonna change the weather this time to maybe just some broken clouds, and we'll see what that is. All right, so we got clear for takeoff, so we can do that, and we're gonna notify our passenger for their seat belts and safety lights. We're going to adjust our flaps to takeoff position as well as our trim down here. Alright, and then two more things here. We're going to set our altitude to 6,000 feet. And we're going to adjust our heading here for the just in case. Alright, so once again, guys, do appreciate you tuning in. We are departing from Evansville, Indiana, and we're going to head our way over to Gallatin, Tennessee. So we're moving our way south still. Alright, so we're going to release the parking brake. And we're going to get some power going here. pull up. Get some positive climb.
Bon voyage, aircrew. We hope to see you again soon.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, continue for south departure. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Contact ATC.
Evansville Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change. Evansville approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna C-25C 4 miles south of Evansville, 3,800 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Evansville approach. Squawk 0024.
Squawk 0024 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 5 miles southeast of Tree Echo Victor, 5,800 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Alright, so we are at cruise speed here. Headed into the cloud.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, acknowledge last transmission.
Roger, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, we might have to adjust our altitude here a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and let's try
Altitude
7,200 feet.
altitude
See if that gets us above the clouds. Alright, for the most part, not all of them. But I think we're good. I think I like the broken clouds. Let's go ahead and adjust our camera here so that we can get a good view. Alright, cruise altitude, speed. I think we need some overhead lights. There you go, light up the dashboard a little bit more. Cruise altitude is, or cruise speed is 236, 237, that's good. Altitude is 7,200 feet. I think that is all good as well. We're going to go ahead and check our flight plan here. Alright, so we got 75 nautical miles, which is about 12 minutes to the top of our descent. Runway over in Gallatin is 558 feet. So we'll make note of that for our descent and landing procedures. So I am curious on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 how the change in graphics are going to be for the broken clouds. We did pre-order the package. We got 3 days to go here until we can download it. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure that our passenger is all happy and ready to go. So we're going to get Camille to serve a drink. That should kick off his happiness level. And while I have that up, we are sitting at 2.3, almost $2.4 million in cash. We still do have a little hefty clouds up here at 7,200 feet. No rain in the forecast though. There you go, coming out of the clouds here. I do like the view of the clouds. It's always good to switch it up every once in a while. I'm almost even thinking, let's take this into heading mode. Maybe let's fly out this way a little bit. Kind of go right between that valley of the clouds. Maybe we'll even raise our elevation up just a touch.
Altitude.
So that we can have a little fun with the VFR, as opposed to the last trip that we did was an IFR trip and it was a little more strict on the ATC. We're just flying by this cloud here off to our right. Nice little clean view of the ground down there now. And then maybe we'll head on over this way a little bit. Do a little cloud wing touch.
Cessna X-ray Golf, Sierra contact, Camel approach on 118.1. Good day.
118.1 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra. Goodbye. Campbell approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 7,500 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Campbell approach altimeter 29.9 radar contact continue.
Alright, we're good there. And this cloud didn't seem too big, so let's kind of go ahead and let's just head on through this one. Alright, that was Camille finishing the drink distribution for our NeoFly passenger. He is now sitting at 84%. And still rising. Alright, we're 5 miles away from the top of our descent. We'll begin our landing procedure shortly, which, if you've seen other videos in the past, it's in 3 different phases. And sometimes we do phase number 1 and 2 simultaneously. Once again, guys, do appreciate you tuning in. Super stoked that we surpassed 300 subs recently and are not looking back. The views and the subs and the watch hours have been just amazing to watch grow recently. There's been a huge increase in it. So lots of clouds on this broken cloud setting. Is that the moon up ahead? No, just a little cloud. Alright, we're coming up to Anderson, Indiana. We haven't crossed over the border yet.
Contact Memphis Center on 133.85.
Gallatin, Tennessee is just over the border. That's probably about where we're going to start our approach. Nice, there's that little cloud.
133.85 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Goodbye.
Does that look like a guy flipping me off?
Memphis Center Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 7,500 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, Memphis Center altimeter 29.902 radar contact continue.
Tell you, Microsoft Flight Simulator has a sense of humor. Does that not look like a guy that's just flipping you off? That is crazy. This guy right here. Alright, memorable. We should do that with the broken cloud one. We'll do so. I don't know what that's called technically, where you can see shapes within clouds. Where you, if you kid and you're laying down and you kind of look up at the sky and you make shapes, or imagine figures out of the shapes of the clouds. We should definitely do that. Alright, where are we at? I'm still laughing about the guy flipping us off. Alright, so we got 15 miles to the top of our descent. We're going to start, here's another opportunity to see something.
Goodbye.
Almost looks like a frog to me. 2 eyes and a mouth.
Nashville approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 7,500 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, Nashville. Approach altimeter 29.902 radar contact continue.
Alright, so runway sits at 558 feet. We're going to start our descent here. And we are going to... First, let's drop some speed here. We're going to break up the pattern for our normal descent and approach procedure. We're going to do things in a little different format. Alright, we got speed to 200. We're going to go ahead and introduce some flaps. Now we're going to drop our elevation down to, let's say, 2,000 feet. go ahead and notify our passenger. I guess they already are. Never took it off. I was going to say seat belts and safety overhead lights. We got a bit of ways to go, dropping down from over 7,000 feet, crossing over 6,000. We're going to go through this broken cloud level. $5,200. $4,500.
Altitude.
Kilo X-ray November X-ray traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 22 miles northwest 3,000 feet inbound to land runway 17.
Alright, we're going to announce our position and intention to land over at Music City Executive in Gallatin, Tennessee. We are coming up to the border of Indiana and Tennessee right now. We should be leveling off at 2,000 feet. Still got some clouds to work with at 2,000.
Altitude.
Alright, we're 17 miles away from the runway. Gear down. Increase the throttle a little more. We don't really need landing speed at the moment. Alright, we just passed over Portland, Tennessee. And we're not too far out from Nashville. I think Gallatin is considered like a suburb of Nashville.
Altitude.
We're going to drop a little more in elevation. Going to go down to 1300. There's that cloud ceiling, so now we are just below it. I'm going to go ahead and get into our landing camera view here. Kind of get a peek over the dashboard. We'll zoom out just a touch. We're going to get ready to announce our final. Should be making our line up to the runway momentarily.
Altitude.
It's going to be a little bit of a drop off here. Kind of skimming the trees now, but the elevation will drop right as we get over this crest. We should be making our right hand turn. Keep on skimming these trees. We'll announce our final.
Kilo X-ray November X-ray traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 17 to land.
Alright, we're 4 miles out. The runway must sit on the other side of that mountain because we don't have runway in sight. But it is coming up, so I'll trust that. And we're going to drop our speed down to like 120.
Autopilot.
Going to turn that off. Ah, I see the runway lit. It's a nice little approach. Very scenic. Coming in a little bit to the right. That's because of the wind. So we got a cross breeze to work with here. Speed check is good at 113. go ahead and cut the throttle.
Nice landing, pilot.
There you go. Pretty nice landing.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Alright, a little too fast for that taxiway there, but we'll take the next one. I think I saw parking down here to the right. Alright, so here we are, Music City Executive Airport over in Gallatin, Tennessee. So, very neat airport to fly into. We had a little bit of the mountains to work with. Nothing crazy like out west, but some mountain scenery nonetheless. So we're going to go ahead and head on this way and park in between these buildings. Take this spot right here. Alright, so we will set the brakes here. We're going to go ahead, turn off the engine to let NeoFly recognize that we are done.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
We'll get a screenshot for our next video, which will be episode number 60.
Transporter from dispatch. Everyone is on the bus. Check that they haven't forgotten anything. Have a nice day.
Alright, so once again, guys, do appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And we'll see you on the next episode.